Javier.
It's like a Mexican. It's like a pretty good Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
But like, I don't know if they would sponsor me. Actually, no. I'm changing my answer. It's Javier's.
Welcome to At the Buzzer, the official NBA podcast on Clutch Points, streamed everywhere where you consume ball. My name's Nikki. I got my guy Dennis, and joining us today, standing at 6'5", the shooting guard, small forward out of Redondo High, out here in Los Angeles, California. He loves movies. He loves food. He'll dunk on your favorite player. He might think Jordan Clarkson's the most clutch player in the NBA. We don't know yet. Welcome
I'm just saying.
to At the Buzzer, SJ Madison.
Yo, what's up? I'm in the house.
He's in the house. He's in the clutch house. He's ready to go.
Yo.
Clutch house for real.
Yeah, this is the second teammate from Redondo High coming here, so we're kind of excited. You guys are funny. For some reason, that locker room must be kind of lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we specifically thought of you and Hudson because of your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are great on camera. You guys are like
That's
very
like my
engaging.
best friend. That's like my best friend.
Yeah.
I played baseball with him when we was younger too.
Oh,
like 6
really?
years old.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So technically, like I reunited with him in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a good best friend to have. I
Yeah.
can just tell he's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
That one video you posted, the baseline dunk, was that a pass from him?
Baseline dunk. The recent one?
Yeah.
No, that was from another guy.
Oh, okay.
But he did throw the lob.
Oh,
lob
okay.
one. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. We had that connection.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How is the recruiting process going?
Recruiting process going solid. Definitely this year could be like a breakout year for me. I've started off pretty well. Last year was like kind of the start of it all. I was getting some looks ninth grade year, but I feel like this year is gonna be different from the rest because I feel like I'm gonna get more and more. Just the way I'm based on like training, like my mindset's different, and like how I'm gonna come into the season and how I'm gonna finish it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your coaches are saying that, like, you know, the number one thing for you, it sounds like patience. Like, you guys, you know, you have the tools, you have, like, clearly a desire.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, junior year, you're, like, kind of past the halfway point. It's
Yeah.
the most important half here. So, it sounds like next steps are right in front of you here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I plan it to be because I want to be a great player one day. That's like my dreams. My dad has installed that into me. Ever since I was little. The first time I wanted to play was when it was like a Kobe game. I remember him showing me. He jumped up when Kobe hit like a game winner. I don't remember who they was playing. But like I realized like I want to do that too. I want to make my dad happy, like my family happy. So it was pretty cool. It's like just be there with him and watching that game.
Yeah, basketball runs through.
Yeah.
You've gotten some D1, like, offers. You've
did.
gotten some looks. You've obviously probably talked to scouts, you know, and all that. What's that like? Do you, like, you know, remember the first time you ever talked to a scout? Do you remember the first time you ever played in front of a scout? Like, how did you feel? What were those conversations like? What were those moments like, you know?
Yeah, it was kind of like a surreal feeling. It was like stepping into like adulthood, but not there yet. It's like, but it was really cool. So like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, you know, that emotion, like that build up you get, like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. Like that feeling, like, yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I'm up there. Like I'm not trying to say I have a big head, but like it was just a cool experience
Yeah.
to like be like I could be one of those people that you see on TV.
Yeah.
So like it was pretty cool.
You didn't feel like added pressure when like scouts are there like watching your performance and everything?
I mean, before the game, like I'll get nervous, but like when I'm playing, it's just basketball at the end of the day. So
You're just in flow.
I'm just
Yeah, okay.
So that's why.
I was kind of curious because, I mean, you had the most ridiculous answers when we interviewed the first time. they were just funny.
You know, I revised my answer about the Jordan Clarkson.
You did, and we put that in there. We made sure people do.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, to me, Jordan Clarkson was a good answer, but I should have said DeMar DeRozan. Because like last year he had like 2 game winners in a row.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
That is a good
That's
answer.
a good answer, yeah.
That was crazy. So I had to think about it, but you know, I still rock with Jordan Clarkson though.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's interesting about you, right? Like, there's like 2 sides of you. There's one side of you that's very mature. There's one side of you that actually feels like you're older than a high schooler, right? I think so, yeah. You seem like, I'm kind of curious, how do you like high school? Because you seem mentally a little bit older than a high schooler, but at the same time, you seem like you're kind of young at heart and that you'll be young at heart for the long run, right? So, but I don't know, what's high school like for you? Like, is it like, you like it? Like, it's something you think you fit in like that? Like,
I mean, I love high school. It's taught me so many things since ninth grade year. Ninth grade year, I was so clueless. clueless. I didn't know what to do. Honestly, when I went into ninth grade year, I was like, what personality? Like, what should I do? Like, people like me? Like, I was having all those questions. And then I got there. So like, first day I was like, just thinking, because I was with Huddy and somebody else for freshman year. So I was just thinking like, what do I say? Like, I don't know what to do. So like, I just watched. And like ninth grade year, I was kind of shy. And then like, I kind of like all my experiences. So I kind of like put that good to use, and that's just how I am today.
I mean, that's a pretty good crew to have, like going into high school. You
Yeah.
know, like some people are solo. You had like your boys with
Yeah,
you.
I was lucky enough to have Huddy and somebody else.
That's dope. That helps, bro. Because I think everybody gets nervous like freshman year, bro. But you said like high school. You're loving high school. You're saying.
I'm loving high school. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna miss it, especially Huddy because he's leaving next year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is tough.
You got one more, yeah.
And I think like you remember Sharif. He was saying how like high school was some of the best years of his life.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Do you think you're the kind of person who tends to like look at like the lighter side of things, the funnier side of things?
Yes.
Or do you tend that, or you tend like the more serious side?
I mean, I could say both. I mean, like there's a time and place for everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I always try to look at the positive and not the negative, so I don't fall into the negative perspective.
So good, dude.
Yes.
Don't be like me, man. I love that.
Yeah.
So about the recruiting process, though, I want to go back into it a little bit. I just want to ask, like what was some of the biggest things that the recruiting process taught you? You know, like you kind of said it yourself, like you kind of had to like grow up a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like growing up, I mean, like staying consistent in the gym. That's definitely gonna get you more looks, like, cause you're gonna perform that when you're in the game.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been working out like with weights, like working on my shot, my handles. So
Yeah, I heard you have like 3-hour practices. you
oh
know.
yeah, 3 hour those practices. Oh my, I mean those practices are hard, but I'm gonna miss them. But yeah, those 3 hour practices do be hurting.
You guys practice like once a day or like
Yeah, once a day.
once a day?
Sometimes like I'll go in the morning to practice myself though.
Oh shoot, okay. And then who you have a trainer, like someone that comes in with you?
Nah,
and you just get it in yourself?
I get it in myself.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I can.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Do you prefer to train with trainers, or do you prefer to train on your own, or do you prefer to train with certain people?
I mean, it's kind of both, because I have a training regimen myself, because my dad kind of taught me it. So like, cause we mainly focus on shooting. I'm a pretty good shooter.
Yeah.
So I focus on shooting. Like sometimes I want to focus on shooting, and then other times like I'll focus on ball handling. But sometimes I don't really have the time to like train with a trainer, because like I got homework and stuff. I don't know how all these other people do it, which is kind of crazy, knowing that they go to all these schools and stuff. But I focus on my schoolwork too.
Yeah.
So
you definitely work on your shot, because like when I see your shot, you got like the quick release.
Yeah.
You work on like getting your shot up. quick.
Getting my shot up as fast as I can, getting as many shots as effectively as possible.
That's lethal for sure.
Yeah.
Is that shooting form? Because I was looking at it today, and I was like, this is like everything they teach today, not even like 10 years ago, or
Right.
like it's like a really modern looking jump shot. Even like the quick release, and like is shooting from everywhere you've learned from your dad, from your coaches. Do you think it's something that you've taken from like old school fundamentals, or is it more like a mix of like recency things? Like, are you learning more from like a Steph Curry, or you're learning more from like like a Del Curry, like an older kind of fundamental?
Kind of like a Del Curry, because I had his trainer. He would tell me like shoot how I want it. Like he'll help me fix it. But he was kind of like an old trainer. So I mean, it really helped me, because like now I like shoot up here, so like most defenders can't block my shot.
Yeah.
But I also kind of like mixed in with like the new gen, like where like how like they push the ball.
Yeah.
So I kind of put that in a little bit, so I can get a faster release and I can still have the ball high.
Wow.
So I kind of have both in my jump shot, if you really think about it.
Interesting. Now it's just natural, just feel now.
Yeah,
So
and it
like
feels natural.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about your jump shot? Like you like, I'm gonna stick with this, or you're still adjusting it?
No, I'm gonna stick with it.
You're gonna stick with that? Okay.
Yeah, because usually, like, sometimes I might have to change it because, like, the way the defender's playing me.
Yeah.
But I like my jump shot a lot.
that's
It's
what's up.
comfortable. I can get my shot off. I rarely get my block shot, so
That's dope.
yeah.
What do you do when you have those like off shooting nights? Like, how do you find it again, either within the game or the next day? Like, how do you regain the confidence, regain that memory, like that muscle memory, that feeling? How do you get back to basics?
Usually that wouldn't happen. I would try to come in the morning, like, to like get my shot back. I don't want to say like I lose my confidence, because I don't want to lose my confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would go in the morning, like train, every day as much as I can. Like after practice, if I can, like stuff to like regain. Okay, this is how you shoot. This is where I should be aiming at.
Yeah, I guess the reps will get you through it all.
Adjustments.
You're not just a shooter. You're
Right.
not just a dunker. You're also on your player profile a notorious defender. You're also somebody who kind of digs in on that end, something that's kind of like kind of a lost art today's. There's always this huge debate now. Old heads hate modern basketball because of the lack of defense.
The lack of defense.
A lot of people believe it's harder to defend now because you have to be even more athletic. You have to be even in more spots in the court. You have to be even more disciplined with the new rules and everything. So, do you think that defense is still a big part of the game? And do you think is it something that's like trending in the right direction or in the wrong direction?
Definitely in the wrong direction. But my coach, shout out to my coach, has taught me that defense really can win games. I mean, I've always been a defender because I always took pride in like, oh, you're not gonna score on me. I don't want you to score on me because I want to be better than you. I take pride in that, and honestly, my coach has kind of instilled like greater like, if you want to be a winner, you gotta play defense. So. I always thought, okay, now I gotta be like, oh yeah, I could be the best defender in the state. He wants me to be the best defender in the state.
Oh.
I feel like I can do it. I can play defense really well, and I can adjust to like anybody, even if it's taller than me. Like I'd make them shoot. If they can shoot, I'd make them drive. If they can dunk or like get to the rim, I try to keep them out of the paint. I kind of like analyze the player.
Yeah.
Like before a game, I kind of look at their highlights, what they do, like their tendencies.
Wow, you're already going deep into it. Like that's gonna help you no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have like a defender you look up to, like somebody?
Jrue Holiday.
Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, of course.
Jrue Holiday, Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
I see Marcus Smart. Like I saw a couple of days ago him working out. His defense, like him sliding, keeping the ball out of the paint, like stuff like that. Jrue Holiday. Like, his big plays that some people don't even want to do. Like most people don't even want to do. Like that's how they won the championship.
Yeah.
Like the stuff they do.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen like on Instagram. There's like a Chinese professional player who is his like Instagram name is like how to make the NBA, and like he preaches defense constantly.
All his videos.
Like all his videos,
Just defense.
And he was like, he had to guard Paul George. He had to guard like a lot of NBA players at these like NBA summer runs, and like he would just preach defense. He teaches kids, and then the kids would come in, and like the whole training session is just defense.
Nah, I've never seen
Yeah.
that. That's pretty cool.
You should check him out. He's unorthodox.
What's his name?
Well, on IG, it's called, his IG tag is how to make the NBA.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really be seeing people posting montages of defense. You know what I mean? So it's a little interesting.
But I think it's starting to like trend towards defense now because there was so much offense lately.
I feel like coaches are kind of telling their players that,
Yeah.
like, to make it to the NBA because there's so many people that can score now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to make the NBA simpler is to play defense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you're not gonna get minutes if you can't play defense unless you're like an otherworldly offensive player.
Yeah.
You know. You mentioned Marcus Smart, Jrue Holiday. These were Boston Celtics. These guys like play guys who play defense. It's,
Winners, you know. Like,
you know? Yeah.
Drew's a winner.
Yeah, so that's why I asked it to you because like even though it's trending in a weird way and it's less prioritized than maybe it used to be, there's no hand checking. There's no like you can't really like lay somebody out when they beat you to the
No,
you know.
you can't do that.
So you actually have to be more disciplined. You have to be even more athletic. You have to be smarter. Like
Yeah, that makes sense.
it's harder. But I even understand why maybe it's cared upon less because now scoring is kind of like
Now scoring.
Yeah.
is taking off.
Like I actually wanted to ask you that. Like I know you're a good scorer, right? And then you work on your offense constantly, but biting down on defense and like really going hard on defense, does that like take away from your offense at all?
I wouldn't say it take away from my offense. I would say it's like more adding to me winning games. Like, cause my coach has taught me that. He's like, if you win games, you can get looks. More people are gonna be there. Like, I'm gonna be on social media. So like, he told me to be a basketball player. So that's what I like, kind of strive to be a basketball player.
You got to do both.
You got to do everything.
You got to do everything.
I
yes.
could do as much as I can.
what feels better, getting a stop or getting a bucket?
It kind of depends on like what I'm doing. Like, can you give me like an example?
Like okay, let's say you're guarding somebody. You went into the game and you
Right.
wanted to lock him down.
Yeah,
versus
then I want to get a stop.
you want to get a stop, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're up against like the leading scorer in the state. Like
Oh yeah, definitely getting a stop.
definitely getting a stop.
Yeah.
More you care more about getting a stop on him than like outscoring him or like getting a bucket on him.
Definitely getting a stop. Because if he's the leading scorer in the state, he's gonna score.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather stop him from what he's known for.
Right.
Than like score like a layup on him.
You'd be making the biggest impact
Yeah.
if you did that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're looking for, like that kind of like within your DNA, like what actually excites you, like what do you take
Everything.
pride in, you know,
Yeah.
everything, right? Like some people
Yeah.
will only take pride in offense, and that becomes their basketball personality,
Right.
and they're not too concerned about the other end. But it's like you want somebody who takes pride in
Yeah.
everything, you
Yeah.
know? That makes
I
sense.
feel like SJ. I feel like you're obviously a really nice person. But I feel like when you're playing defense, you think that dog comes out of you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I might say something here and there.
Alright, so you do some talking.
Yeah, I might say something here and there. But, like it's
Okay.
to get like in their head.
Yeah.
See if they gonna do something about it. Cause I want to be there. I want to be like, yeah, like play me at your best. Like
so
see what you could do.
no, I knew he's nice. But I didn't think for 1 second he didn't talk.
I wasn't
I didn't
sure.
think
I
for
wasn't.
one
I just wanted him
second
to-
that he didn't.
I just need him to confirm it.
Nah.
But like,
I've said some crazy things.
the mental warfare. I get you. That's. I like it. I like it.
I got a couple here. I want to ask you. You're still. It's crazy because now we've been interviewing high schoolers,
Right.
and we don't even realize how much life they have in front of them. But it's just like so far from what you've experienced. Could you do you remember or do you think about the most impactful 24 hours in your life? Like, do you remember the day that so far has sort of changed your life and kind of what happened in that day? What do you remember from that day? Why is that day for some reason sticking out as the most important day?
Mother's Day.
There's there's probably multiple days, but the one day that probably changed me was, I don't know, there's like two. I'm like, cause can I say both?
Sure.
I'm gonna just say both. So 2 years ago, my team had a game in high school. We had a game. We played a game. We played terrible. Even though we won, but like we played terrible. Like we were letting people like do whatever they wanted, even though they won. I know we won. My bad. But so when we get back to the locker room after the game, my coach, he was hot. So we were not supposed to have practice the next day. It's like Friday. So it's like, I don't know, like 8 o'clock right now. The game's over. So he's talking to us. He's mad. He's barely talking. Like, he's talking with a low tone voice. Like, he's acting like he doesn't care. So like the next thing you know, don't worry, we're gonna get this straight tomorrow at 7 a.m. in the morning. We have practice, like nobody expected practice. Like, oh, like we're like, yo, this is gonna be crazy because he's like, we know we run a lot because like we press and everything. The next day, we don't even pick up a ball. Like we're just straight run, like we're running sprints, and I was late, so that's what made it worse. So, and he added like 10 more sprints, like because we run a lot, so he would like do 9 and 30s. You had to like go from sideline to sideline, 9 touches in 30 seconds.
Oh.
17s in like a minute, 55 seconds. It was just bad.
Oh, he was giving the Coach Carter.
Yes.
Wow.
It was bad. So like that clicked for me. I was like, I can't let this happen again. Like I don't want to run this again.
The trauma.
Yeah, I don't even want to run this again. Like stuff like that. And it was like another like a surreal feeling. Like, nah, I don't want this to happen again. Like I never would expect him to do that. Like I don't want that to happen again. And that kind of made me a better player to be like, okay, I gotta focus throughout the whole game. I gotta do this, gotta do that, because I was messing up too. So that's why.
That's really good that you have like accountability. You know.
Yeah.
It reminds me of those recent videos that came out about Jalen Brunson, and they him and like Rick obviously like raised him and everything, and they just released a bunch of videos. Like apparently Jalen wasn't even a left-handed shooter, and like the things that like his dad made him do and pushed him to, like it seems crazy, but like that stuff made everything he deals with now light.
That's actually kind of crazy because one of my teammates isn't even left-handed and he shoots left-handed.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I also know somebody that isn't left-handed too, like 2 people that and shoot left-handed.
What do you think that? I mean, well, if you watch it, if you look at a left-handed shooter, it's like the shot is very distinct.
They all shoot on the side, like
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
It's extremely like form is just like super uptight and like, but like
yeah, it is. But like they're
consistent.
really good shooters.
Yeah, they're really good shooters, and even ball handling.
Honestly,
you
it
know,
kind of makes sense from where they're shooting is like face towards the basket. It
Yeah.
kind of makes sense that it would go in more.
but why does it happen with the left-handed
I
shooter,
don't
not the
know.
right-handed?
I don't know. That's a great. I've always thought that and couldn't come up with an answer.
Huh?
And I always felt like left-handed shooters. I thought it was like a disadvantage at times because like a right-handed guard
Right there, yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know.
Maybe it's that baseball mindset where you just kind of like throw somebody off. Like it's hard to like know the tendencies and the timing and
Yeah.
like, the prediction when somebody's just the opposite hand. I don't know.
Because lefties are kind of known for shooting, like all of them.
Yeah, most lefties
Most
are
of them.
pretty.
And they're all crafty too. Like
Yeah.
they all have like a different dribble style.
I never got it. Like, why are all lefties like this?
Yeah.
I never-
It's a breed, and apparently you could breed that breed. You could actually turn a right hand into a left hand, I guess. That's kind of interesting. One more question I want to ask you about.
Okay.
You're actually entering an exciting time of college basketball.
Oh,
An
yeah.
exciting era of basketball
Yeah.
in general, because now you happen to be going into the NIL era, right? We talked to a lot of people who like, I wish I had NIL when I was in college, all this stuff,
Yeah.
and it's already something that's become really established, something that's like exploding, something that you're just now walking into. So is that something that you've kind of thought about? Is that something that like you've already even maybe sort of like had experiences with it in high school, or is that something that you have like goals for going into college, building your own brand and being able to like make your own basketball career that way?
Yeah, definitely like one of my goals. I'd want to have like my own brand, like somebody behind me be like, oh yeah, because I be seeing people, they be bringing like shoes and stuff, like that's cool. Like I saw somebody, he posts like 10 boxes of shoes and be like thank you, like to this company. Yeah, that was crazy when I saw that. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. Like I'm not saying I'm jealous, but like I'd want that too.
I mean, you putting all this work in, of course.
Yeah,
You like that energy, you like that
yeah,
vibe.
I like that vibe.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Something to look forward to, something to get excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like even this, like being on the podcast, and we're gonna put you in some of these games and stuff. Like a lot of people are gonna be seeing you, so
Okay.
Your likeness is gonna increase just because you have the personality.
Yeah, I
too.
really appreciate it.
If you could be sponsored by one food brand, what would it be? And if you could be sponsored by one clothing brand, what would it be?
That's a good one.
Food brand. Oh, this is a hard one. Food. I like so much. I like food a lot.
We asked you the 3 things you like more than dunking, and you said food, movies, and new clothes.
Yeah.
So,
This is a hard one.
Yeah, you really put him to the test now.
Food, In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
Oh, damn.
That's
I'd
lit.
say In-N-Out because a lot of people go there, and I love In-N-Out.
Yeah.
You love In-N-Out,
I
huh?
love In-N-Out.
Okay.
It was either In-N-Out or Wingstop. Wingstop's pretty good.
Okay.
So, and clothing brand. Even though I'm wearing not a lot of Nike, I want to say Nike, but I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I like Nike. No disrespect to Nike. Clothing brand. What do I wear? I wear a lot. I'm just saying Nike. I would do wear a lot. or Jordan.
Jordans?
Yeah, Jordan.
You're into like sports fits.
Yeah.
Mainly.
Like I wear a lot of stuff like this.
Yeah.
I rarely wear cargos,
Okay.
jeans here and there, but I'd more like for special occasions I wear like jeans or cargos, but I wear mainly stuff like this.
You do know, like in the fashion world, somebody of like that has your physique and body like is perfect for the fashion world because
Yeah.
like you can wear almost anything.
Anything,
you know?
yeah, which is pretty cool. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I tell you, like you're blessed. But then, like, wait, going back to your foods, like you're not into like fine dining, huh? You're into
No,
like,
I am.
Oh, so you like the filet mignons and lobsters too?
Yeah.
But that's not your top. Like you don't get crazy. Like you
Well,
don't-
I said In-N-Out because like I go there a lot, and like I feel like if I said like Javier's, you know what that is?
Javier's?
It's like a Mexican. It's like a pretty good Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
But like I don't know if they would sponsor me. Actually, no, I'm changing my answer. It's Javier's.
It sounds like a local place.
Yeah, it's in Century City.
Okay.
There's one over there. It's pretty good.
Century
Nice.
City, okay. Javier's, we're gonna have to try it.
Yeah,
It's
try that
really,
out.
it's really good.
Okay.
Wait, a couple weeks ago we talked to Sharif, and he told us a pizza spot, and we went to the pizza spot.
Fresh Brothers.
It was
Oh yeah, we had one by our school. It's all right.
It's alright.
it
It's
was
pizza.
like I mean it was like I don't know, just like normal, but then like I guess normal is good sometimes when you just
For
want
me, that would be like my last option. For me, that would be like my last option.
that. That's real.
Because I've only been there like twice. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been there once and I don't know.
Would you go again?
I mean, there's just a lot of better options right
There
now.
are. I would go again if it was like if it was the if it was the vibe.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking about that place
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I have a question. What, Domino's or what's the other one?
Papa John's or Pizza Hut or
Pizza Hut.
To be honest, I'm going with Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
For some reason, something about it just seems special. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I never understood Domino's.
Really?
I never understood. I never understood like. Well, I know. I never understood the hype. I didn't get it. I never got it. So.
Late night. Well,
Yeah.
Pizza Hut's
I'm a Papa
Yeah.
John's guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Papa John's is pretty good. I like Papa John's.
They give you that one pepper in the
Yeah, and the garlic sauce.
And the garlic sauce.
Yeah. But that's it.
Uh-huh.
That ends our episode here with SJ. Guys, if you want more interviews and more content like that, subscribe to At The Buzzer, any platform, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. You find us all the content there. SJ, we're excited to get this stuff out there of you. Excited for your junior year, and I'm. What's really cool about the junior year is that like you're gonna push this and you're gonna see where this goes, and then once you push this as far as you can and see as far as you can go, then you have a senior year where you kind of can put it all together and like really like see where everything lands. You know, that's cool. That's really exciting for you, man. So,
Yeah, we're gonna be really interested in your journey, and like, you hold yourself well. You're composed, and you're mature, but you're also silly. And I think like
don't
keep
lose
being
that.
you. Yeah,
Don't lose that.
That's part of me.
for sure.
Yeah, we're excited. Thanks for coming, man.
No problem. Thank y'all.
Thank you, SJ.